We will now have a message by Minister's Assistant Janet Anwell.
Okay, thank you, Avery. It's a great job. Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to welcome you, all of you, to Sangha Connection. Sometimes we have Sangha Connection. At this time, I'm very, very honored, and then pleased to introduce our new minister's assistant. Her name is Janet Anwell. You remember her? Yes? She joined the OCBC Sangha a couple years ago. After that, she has been coming to mindful meditation every Sunday and help us and officiate a service, and then also helping the Sunday service as well. Just recently, she became a vice president of BEC, Buddhist Education Committee, so she will be very active, and she's also BWA members as well. She came to Mochizuki, you name it, and Hanamatsuri, and she always show up and help us a lot. So I really please welcome Janet Anwell to hear her journey coming along with living in Dharma. Okay, so please, Janet.
Good morning. For those who I have not met, my name is Janet Anwell. I'm honored to be here as a new MA and would like to share with you today the unexpected path of my spiritual journey. I would like to start with a quote from James Clear, who is probably best known as the author of Atomic Habits. He puts out a weekly newsletter, the 321 newsletter, which he shares 3 ideas, 2 quotes, and a question. His newsletter on January 9th had the following idea. If you keep showing up, you'll almost certainly break through, but probably not in the way that you expected or intended. You need enough persistence to keep working and enough flexibility to enjoy success when it comes in a different form than you imagined. My journey on the Buddhist path has gone in ways that I never expected, and I feel it is a result of showing up to services every week, listening to the Dharma, and getting to know members of the Sangha. I understood the importance of practicing with a group from my music practice. As an amateur musician, I regularly practice with a community band, flute choirs, and a taiko group. I've gained a lot by playing alongside others, sharing tips, struggles, and breakthroughs as we learn pieces together. This has allowed me to grow as a musician and a person. I think all of you have had similar experiences and have gained something from practicing with others, perhaps in sports teams, for the younger folks, perhaps through scout activities, maybe through dance or art activities. What I did not initially appreciate is some of the ways practicing with the Sangha helps me along my spiritual path. In his April 7th, 2023 Bishop's message, Bishop Harada writes, he explains how the Sangha is different from a group or a civic organization. He writes, the Sangha needs the Buddha and the Dharma to be a Sangha. Without the presence of the Buddha and the Dharma, we are not a Sangha. Bishop Harada also writes, to be part of a Shin Buddhist Sangha is to be connected to all 3 treasures. I am now beginning to appreciate how the Sangha connects me to the Buddha and the Dharma. When starting on the Buddhist path, many find chanting challenging, and I know that I did as well. I then realized that chanting during services is really similar to playing with a musical group or singing in a choir. As we chant together, we all breathe together, we blend our voices or sound, and we share the experience of chanting. I have really come to appreciate chanting through this shared experience. After we hear the Dharma message, there is an opportunity for discussion, or for the younger people in our Sangha, for Dharma school. Attending discussion after service, I have been able to learn from others and to further my understanding of Buddhism. The members of the Sangha have been very generous in sharing knowledge, experience, thoughts, and ideas. Knowing that others have questions that we are learning alongside each other makes me feel I have support on this journey. Returning to the quote from James Clear, it states, "You will almost certainly break through, but probably not in the way you expected or intended." As part of my journey on the Buddhist path, I had not thought about becoming a member of the MA program. When Reverend Wonder asked me to consider joining the MA program, I was actually quite surprised. This is a huge responsibility that I did not feel prepared to take on. After learning about the resources available, and through the support and encouragement of others in the Sangha, I agreed to join the program. My journey has been enriched by this opportunity, and I'm really grateful for the support that all of you have shown me. When I first started attending services at OCBC, my intent was to find guidance along the spiritual path in a welcoming community. I have certainly found that here. In addition to attending services, I have found many opportunities to work together with others at Mochitsuki, Hanamatsuri, Obon, and even church cleanup. These activities have shown me the caring community we have here, and I feel that OCBC has more than met what I was hoping for. Returning to the April 7th, 2023 Bishop's message, Bishop Harada explains the benefit of being part of a Sangha. In Shin Buddhism, Sangha is virtually everything. We listen to the Dharma together. We discuss the Dharma together. We have coffee and potlucks together. We work together at bazaars and fundraisers. We encourage each other and we support each other on the path. The new people learn from the wisdom and experience of longtime members. The longtime members learn from the questions and freshness of the newcomers. We are all on the path together, no better or no worse than one another. In River of Fire, River of Water, Taitetsu Uno reminds us there are 84,000 paths to liberation and freedom from self-delusion, according to Buddhism. He also states, which path a person takes is often not a matter of choice, but decided by the accident of birth, circumstance, encounters, and quirks of fate. Thanks to my encounter with Reverend Wondra, my path now includes becoming an MA. OCBC is a Sangha full of people who keep showing up. As I look around, I see many familiar faces each week. There are many groups and activities offered here with dedicated members participating. Last week at the Shinenkai, our OCBC president, Brian Furumoto, shared his message, Strengthening the Sangha. He highlighted how generous the Sangha is with both time and resources, along with the huge spirit of community. Brian also challenged us to invest time and effort in new relationships, as well as deepening existing relationships with various activities. Some of you may have thought about participating in a group or activity but hesitate. I encourage you to look at the card in the pew in front of you and see the many opportunities we have at OCBC. The Sangha is one of 3 treasures in Buddhism, and it is a vital part of your Buddhist path. I encourage you to show up and open yourself to new opportunity. As James Clear wrote, you will almost certainly break through, but probably not in the way you expected or intended. Please join me in Gassho. Namo me butsu, namo mira butsu, namo mira butsu, namo mira butsu.